Hey everybody, it's me and I am live out here in the middle of a shoot in Brooksville doing a Twilight Shot, and I decided to bring you with me because it's super exciting and super awesome and there's lots of amazing things going on. So basically what I've done is I've set up the shot. Let me turn this around here, and I wait for the sun to go down, and every so often I press the shutter. And then I wait again and press the shutter again. And eventually I get the shot I want. It's pretty super exciting, but I'm out at this amazing property. This is a fun property out here in Brooksville, right off of 50. I think it's 8 or so acres. Nice driveway with the gate leading up to this house. 4-bedroom, 2-bath, pool, that kind of stuff. But it's the kind of property that I'd really enjoy because there's lots of animals and stuff running around. There's lots of tortoise dens, things like that, so there's been a lot of activity. But right now it's just me out here by myself. I have no assistants, I can't afford any, and I've got the owners inside waiting on me to finish up so that I can get out of their hair because I've been running around. Oh, it says on here, congratulations, this is your most watched live video yet. It's my only live video, people. It's the only one I've ever done. So basically, I set up here, let me get the camera focused at my camera, and I wait, and I hang out. Even the agent, James T. Saffel, he is gone, so it's just me by myself hanging out. Not even getting eaten up by mosquitoes or anything like that. Here, this is super exciting and awesome. Let me show you what happens here. That's basically it. The real fun happens. Well, actually, this is the real fun. Editing is boring. I sit in front of a computer and I mess with these images, and it takes me almost an entire day to do one house, which is crazy. But it's all worth it because it turns out great in the end. I have 2 people watching. I don't know. Oh, 2 people. Teresa Stevens, Julie Culp-Cook. Thank you for joining me. And I guess this will sit up here on the internet for all eternity. And what's happening now is the sun's gone down, so the light is changing. We got twilight. The light is changing by the second, which is why I'm popping so many of these things off here. I've got 65% battery life on the camera here, so I'm good to go. And I may reset up here in a minute and get a different angle, but for now, oh, kitty. I didn't see any, Kevin. There's no animals out here, and it's one of the first questions I ask. Are there any dogs, cats, lizards, birds, gopher tortoises, anything like that that could get in or out of the house that I shouldn't let in or out of the house? No, they have no pets. Nobody has pets today, but they've got a freaking nice property. It's really a cool place. I would enjoy hanging out in the woods here and finding kitty cats and all kinds of other stuff. And it's not terribly far away from Tampa. It took me about 35 minutes to get up here. It's all interstate driving. And by the way, if you can see behind me, there's my car and a nice outbuilding garage. And yeah, I try to get my car in some MLS photos just in the background, just as a joke to myself. So now everybody knows that. That's actually kind of nice. Let me turn it and look. This is what the camera sees. Oh, it's not going to show. Okay, whatever. I'm asking too much of an iPhone. So you guys are going to have to wait till tomorrow to check out the... oh, there's 5 people. Man, Tim Gurley. Hey, how you doing? Nice. People care. I'm so happy because, you know, this is like super sexy, awesome Twilight Shot here. So I'm going to press the shutter again because the light has changed. I have no idea which ones I'm going to use, by the way. That's what happens when I get home and put these things in the computer and start looking at each individual image. Okay, and I think this is going to be the lead shot, and I hope that the agent picks this. I usually don't like straight-on shots, but this one actually looks really good. This one's making the house look really nice. And I don't have any bells and whistles out here. It's a camera, it's a tripod. It is a bubble level to make sure that my lines are straight. That's it. I don't have any production assistants. I don't have a grip crew. I don't have any other lighting. I have something in the car in case I really need it, but I don't here. And that's about it. So you're watching and learning. Dude. So basically... I haven't told any of my secrets yet, but I will. It's basically getting your lines right. It's the whole deal with real estate photography. Get your lines right. Make sure your lines are perfect so the house doesn't look like it's falling in on itself or falling backwards or collapsing or who knows what. What all kinds of crazy stuff it does. But on all those funky things that look terrible in MLS images, which is why I got into photographing real estate, because I was tired of crappy MLS photographs. So I figured I could do this, and I did. The Oster channel, nice, nice, very nice. Geez, you're inspiring me. So what's happening here? I'm looking, the sky's actually getting that blue color that I like. So the sky is turning much more blue, the house is turning yellow, the lights are now bleeding through the house. What I call it, the yellow is bleeding through the house. There's my camera. And just so you think it's really sophisticated and whatnot, it's not. You can run down to Best Buy and get a Sony A6000 Steve Ritalik. By the way, it's not Ooster, it's Oster. Unless you're up in New England, then it's Ooster. Anyway, go to Best Buy and get one of the, there you go, watch out for the toads. There are no toads, there's nothing out here. I mean, I heard an owl earlier. I haven't seen anything. I've seen tortoise dens. That's about it. It's been like, I'm in the country, I expect to see stuff. I expect critters out here. I did see a lizard earlier. I did see a lizard, so there was that. See, now I gotta change my shutter time. So by the way, just so you know, long exposure here, because we're running out of light. I am open up now. The shutter is open for 2 seconds, which is why you need a tripod. You need a tripod anyway for real estate photography. I don't know how people do it without, because you need your lines right. Lines aren't right if you're standing there handheld. So I'm on a tripod. Now I'm at 2 seconds, and as the light changes, it's going to get even longer. Let's see. Oh, and those do look really, really nice. You know what I'm going to do? This is going to be kind of crazy. I'm going to take you with me. I'm going to get a different angle. So here we go. Now, if I could afford a production assistant, this is where the production assistant would be doing their job. But I'm the production assistant too. Okay. By the way, I already mapped this out earlier, so I know basically the angle I want to be at. Level up the camera. Why? Because we want our lines right. So I'm leveling up the camera. We're going to do something super awesome and special right now, okay? It's called focus. We're going to focus the camera. By the way, this is very important to do. Okay, I've now focused. Still at 2 seconds. Press the shutter. I've got a 2-second delay. And go. Let's see what we got. Steve Ritalik, I have 6 people. Man, thank you, bud. Thank you. Steve, I appreciate that, because that's really what I want to do. Now, I want you to contract on that house. That house should have a contract ASAP. It's an awesome house. It's a neat little house. Lots of upgrades, by the way, so go see Steve Ritalik. The asking price is to go crazy over. All right, changing light. I'm now at 2.5 seconds. Boy, is this insane. I mean, you guys like on the edge of your seats or what? Because I am. I'm like about to go crazy here. 2.5 seconds, ISO 100, by the way, in case you want to know. I'm at f7.1. This is all manual. 2.5 seconds on the shutter. I'm using a manual lens. There's no autofocus here, kids. Yeah, we are definitely running with the big dogs today. And by the way, the allergies are killing me, so I'm losing my voice and hacking up some nice phlegm from that, but I haven't done that on site. I've been very, very, very respectful. I have not hacked anything up on site. But again, no animals. No animals whatsoever. I mean, like, I hear a cricket or something. Now, the owner did tell me he's had turkey out here. He's had coyotes out here. And he said he found a special way to deal with them that did not involve a firearm. So he basically bush hogged a bunch of the woods back there, and that's kept them at bay. Owls, of course, I heard one of them. And, oh, let's see. I'm still at 2.5. I'm bouncing between 2.5 and 3.2 seconds now because the light is changing. So this is what happens on a twilight shoot. It's pretty darn amazing. I'm bouncing up because now my light has changed. So I'm at 3.2 seconds. Now, as you can see, my adoring fans, which is you guys, because there's nobody else here. I'm like totally by myself. It's just me and whatever critters come crawling out of the woods, and there are none. I have been on shoots with peacocks. I've been on shoots with goats, pigs, horses, cows. Let me talk right. Cattle. I have not been on a shoot with an iguana yet, or a llama. So anybody wants to hook me up on a shoot with an iguana or a llama, that would be pretty awesome. But llamas spit, they get kind of nasty. So I think I want to, you know, bring some different clothes for that. I'm just checking my light here. See now, check this out. 4 seconds. That shutter's open for 4 seconds. It's drinking in all the light. The sky, the iPhone doesn't do it justice, but the sky, believe it or not, on the camera is looking much more blue, much more that twilight that we're looking for. And yeah, so that's what's going to happen here. I'm going to do this for about, I don't know, 10 more minutes or so until I'm completely out of light and well past the point that I've caught the picture that I actually want. So it'll be this angle. I've got the other front angle that I use that I really like. Then I've got some others that I shot earlier when the sun was still up that look really good. That'll give you a different look for the house. Bunch of interiors, of course. Bunch by the pool. Some really cool guitars in the background in one of the bedrooms, which, you know, I like guitars. And by the way, last night I had a dream that I was like in a music store. I picked up a bass and I started jamming on this bass guitar. And I fell in love with this bass guitar, and I found out the price on it was $2,100, and I said, screw it, I'm going to buy the damn thing anyway. Not that I've even played my bass in years. I haven't, and I need to, probably. All right. So I think what I'm going to do now is wrap it up. We're at, and I know you won't be able to see this, I don't know why I'm showing you, but down here on the screen, it's telling me my stats. So I'm still at 4 seconds. F7.1 ISO 100, and that stays the same always when you're doing a shoot like this. You try to keep the ISO at the bottom end at 100 or less if you can. And again, tripod is essential. I have a geared head, by the way, that lets me go on all 3 axes to make sure that the damn thing, the camera and the lines are all straight and ready to go. So I'm popping a few more, but it looks like I'm now hitting the point where it may be past what I really want. And I know the iPhone is showing that the sky is pretty bright back there, and it sort of is behind me, but the house has got, I'm facing the south, so there's no sun really there. I'm at 5 seconds, by the way. Isn't this exciting? 5 freaking seconds. That shutter's open for 5 seconds now. It's amazing. It's like, how do they even do this? It's such amazing technology. Anyway, if you want this kind of camera, you can get one at Best Buy. Sony a6000, they're about $500 now, and they're really good cameras. The lens is a little more special. The lens is, here we go. So I'm at 6 seconds now, because the light's dropping that quick. So this tells me that, yeah, that sun is way down. We're definitely twilighting. I got a few of the light fixtures in the house actually on the exterior that are not functional, but there's nothing I could do about that. So we go with what we have. And I'm actually really liking the home. Really, really liking it. So I'll tell you what, I appreciate everybody watching the video. Thanks for the feedback. Have a good night. You'll see some of these images tomorrow when I get some editing done, and hopefully I'll do some more of these things. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching.